And we back. Welcome back to another episode of the Get Buckets podcast, powered by Hard Winning Basketball. I'm your host, Musa Marathi. Today, like I'm said, just trying to get ready for these regions, man. And I believe Eastside, Wade Hampton, Greer, Lawrence, Riverside, Region 2 in 4A. That's the most fun region in the area. Wade Hampton and Eastside definitely have some bad blood for each other at this point. Eastside beat them in Fall League. Obviously didn't count, but they did beat them in Fall League. Wade Hampton came and punched them back in the Thanksgiving tournament in the championship after Eastside was up 15.5. And Greer, just a good team overall as well. They've been doing really well this season behind guys like Amari Anderson and Braden Lights. Amari, every time I look on Instagram, 25, man, 25 a game. I feel like 25 is just a number. I keep seeing 25 points. They did beat San Jose in their own tournament, and San Jose a prep team. So they've been doing well. Riverside, if they get things together, they can do all right. If I don't believe Julian's coming back, but if Ryland and all them can get things together, hopefully they can compete with those teams. Lawrence is the only team that's not in the region. Or not in Greenville County. 5-9 right now as is being recorded, but nonetheless, they have dogs down there. They have dogs for sure. Who is the one player? I know they have one guy. Let me find him. They have one dude that I feel like that the other team should at least try and deal with. They're not all bad. Dang, hold on. They have hold on. They have a guy on the team. Who is it? Number 2, Mason Aiken right now, averaging 17 a game, I believe it said. Just overall, I mean, they have those. I was looking, 3 guys at the top, 16 a game, 17 a game. So obviously they have a 3-headed snake, it looks like, over there. So I wouldn't even though they are 5-9 on the season, they started off the season really struggling, really struggling, but they started getting it together, after, they started getting it together a little bit better. They've played some tough schools for sure, but nonetheless, Mason Aiken, 17 a game, Martinez Shaw, 16.7, and Tyquavius Johnson, 16 a game. So, they have scores, and I feel like at the 4A level, you're always going to find scores. It's really who can defend better. And I feel like that's what it's going to come down to. Wade Hampton, last time they played Eastside, defended better. I mean, Nikel and Coop scored. Who was it? Matt didn't score as much that game, but he can score. Obviously, Justin Ray can score. But it's going to be who can really lock in on the defensive end. Because I feel like if Justin Ray really wants to play defense, he can play defense. Obviously, he gives a good amount of effort to the offensive side of the ball, but I think that's Eastside's weakest point right now because, they have scores for sure, but sometimes they get not abused on the defensive end. But last time, like I said, Nikel, Coop, and them, once they became more aggressive, it really gave them problems. And, I feel like Luke Parker gets a good amount of rebounds. I feel like they do fine on the glass, but they got to even get more boards. CJ Okadigwe is going to be down there boxing out, so they're going to have to deal with him. So just being really primed and ready for those type of games. Greer, athletic team. But if they play what I've heard, Braden, as long as he needs to play aggressive. He is like 6'7", 6'6". He needs to play aggressive. He can't play soft down there in the paint. And if they want a chance, they really need to key in on Amari. He's going to score the ball. But like I said, if they can lock in on the defensive end and do what they did to like Blue Ridge, where they held them to 0 points in one quarter, they could do great things for sure. Greer, I feel like when they all come together, when they all come together, that's when they're playing best. It's not all Amari give him the ball. When Braden gets his assists and scores, when Amari scores, when I don't even believe Traylon's been playing. So if he gets back from whatever he's been dealing with, that just boosts them as well. But it's when they're all playing well, Mac off the bench, that's when it's fun. That's when they're playing best and it's fun to watch. That's how they beat Westside. I was looking. I think Braden had like 18. Amari had his 25. Mac made the game-winning layup, I believe, or something like that. and they all just come together. No, bench isn't super deep. Probably one of the lesser deep teams I would say, but those core guys, Zay, I believe his name is, when he's probably their best defender, or at least focuses most on defense because he's not so much an offensive guy that they look for. But I'm glad if he's taking on that role. That's just even better because he can be like the Gary Payton, the second for them. Just really keying in on defense. But the other schools, who did I say? Riverside. I know Ryland, he has a hard task over there being the starting point guard, but also having to score the ball. I feel like he is a point guard, but he can also really score, and it kind of is hindering when, he doesn't have. I mean, he does have scores. Drew Cannon can shoot the lights out the ball. Mikey can score in spurts for sure. Just a freshman, but definitely a solid player. But a lot of guys quit the team. A lot of guys quit the team from last year that they are missing. But like I said, Julian's not on the team. But if Ryland can really, really just grab their team together, Mikkel Skinner, I believe, plays for them. So they have solid guys. They just need to really come together if they want to compete with the rest of the region that they are in. And yeah, that covers their entire region. Lawrence, like I said, they have their three-headed snake a little bit, and they got dogs all the time. Lawrence, that's that area. They're always gonna play hard. Lawrence Clayton area, so they're running gun probably type of team. But yeah, that I believe is the most fun region, and purely based off of the Greenville County schools. I really need Wade and Eastside, man. That's gonna be a fun game for sure. That's definitely gonna be a fun game. Nikel versus Justin, man. I can just imagine, bro. Like that's gonna be a very fun game. And Greer just being like the sneaky underdog after doing really bad in region last year. I'm not gonna say they got led by Mark Frazier because it really seemed like there was no lead, but new season and new year, so uh, man, can't wait for that region. But that's all I had to come on here and say. And best of luck to Region 2 and 4A as they get ready for their season. And I'll cover it. Peace. Catch you on the next one.